welcome. Hey, you guys, welcome to Talk to Me. Today, we are going to be talking to none other than Coach D-EMMANUEL, the Gift Activator himself. As always, when there's a live going on, things sometimes just don't go as they are planned, but Coach is coming. So while he's about to make his way to the stage, I want to show y'all the flyer for his challenge. Coach D-EMMANUEL, the Gift Activator, will be activating your best-selling book in a 5-day challenge. It's going to start on Monday, March 14th, 2020 at 6 p.m. Eastern. You can register for this challenge at www.thegiftactivator.com/challenge. Again, you can register for this event at www.thegiftactivator.com/challenge. You know, it's an amazing thing when we have these challenges that allow us to unleash our ultimate power. And I'm so excited to have Coach D-EMMANUEL here with me today because, as some of you already know, the coach was instrumental in me becoming a best-selling author on Amazon. So I'm excited to welcome Coach to the stage and to have him come on here and talk about his challenge that he's about to unleash on the world, because everyone has a story to tell. And if you're going to tell a good story, you need to have someone to help you make sure that story comes to life. So help me welcome Coach to the stage. Hey, Coach, how you doing today? Coach, can you hear me?
I'm doing awesome. How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's another Face It Friday, and I want to face it that without you, I would not have become a number one best-selling author in 5 categories on Amazon. You put in the work. We put in the work together, and I'm excited that you have created this challenge so other people can get the benefit of your expertise and unleash the book that is within them as well. So, Coach, before we go any further, could you start by telling us how you got started helping people activate their gift through books?
Oh, wow. Well, first of all, look, congratulations again. Congratulations. Um, Best-selling author. I'm sorry, international best-selling author. So always good to celebrate those accomplishments. You know what? I have always helped people write. Okay. And I can remember, I actually helped a friend in college. I helped her write a paper. She had just told me her story, and I was able to write a paper, help her assemble this paper just as if she had done it. Okay.
Right.
And so, so I wrote this paper. It was like, I don't know if I can do it. She's like, you can do it. And she didn't have to tell me anything. She just told me what it was about. And basically it was about, the challenges she faced through school. So, so I've been doing this for a while. So I helped her write this paper, and she got an A+. She got an A+.
All right.
Didn't get paid for that job, but so I was simply the transcriptionist and the transcriber, I think, I should say. And I wrote it. And so I did that. And so when I published my first book in 2019, it was a challenge. It was a heck of a challenge for me to get those ideals out. I literally, started with my coach, and I paid my money, made my investment. And for 2 weeks, I did nothing, and then all of a sudden my coach said, stop researching and start writing. I said, okay, I did it. And all of a sudden I got the book out in 4 days. It was at that point that I knew that, that I knew that I could help people through this process and actually get paid for it. And so that's what I'm doing today. And I love this work. So it was the free opportunities. It was just a combination of the free opportunities and then challenges for myself that allowed me to say, look, you can make this happen for other people.
And so once you realize you could make this happen for other people, and you started doing this as a business, and you started coaching individuals like myself that came to you and wanted that support. So now you're making it to a group environment where you're doing this challenge. Is this your first challenge, Coach, or is this one of many?
This is my first challenge.
I'm asking
this
that
is my
because
first challenge in this sense. So
I
Go
only
ahead.
ask that because I think it's important for people to understand that when you get to the level of where you are, where you can help individuals do this, you realize there's only one of you. So in order to help more people, challenges are the way to go. And I know a lot of people don't realize that, but everybody starts somewhere. But when you get pulled like you are, where you got all these people pulling, you're only one person. And I think it's phenomenal that you decided to
Mm.
allow your gift to be spread by having a group thing, which also helps people. Not because people may not understand this. When you do a challenge, that gives you the ability to help more people. So that gives them a better price. They get in on a ground floor where if they have to do one-on-one like me, you guys better understand this is a blessing and a gift to be able to work in a group environment where Coach is not spread so thin. But please know this. If you're one of those people in a group environment doesn't work for you, Coach does do one-on-ones. Just come prepared to do the work and to be there. So I'm excited because I know the level of care and commitment that you put in to your clients that you work with individually. And I know a lot of them were saying, hey, if you did this as a group, it would be something that could be beneficial to you. Because like I said, there is only one of you, but the group environment allows you to uh, help more people activate their gift.
Mm.
And I want to talk to you about what was it like for you when you decided, you know what, one-on-ones are good, but maybe I could help a little more people. What was the process for you to say, hey, I think I'm going to do a group environment?
Hmm. Well, definitely one to many. You said it. You hit it on the head. And so, I not just working with one person, but I can reach several people at one time and take them through that journey. The process is just you always respond to the need. People
Mm-hmm.
reach out and and maybe because the one on one is a little bit different than the group environment.
Mm-hmm.
Some people need you to take them through that group environment. They love the whole community, the atmosphere of a community of actually going in. So they need my instruction. Um, they need my instruction, and then they enjoy just being able to network up with other people in like businesses or similar business models. And what's that do for you? That allows you to start creating your network. So it's like this effect of we're getting instruction, we're accomplishing goals together, and becoming number one bestseller, but we're also building our network at the same time. So I just believe that if you can get an environment of people of like minds that want to go, similar places or go to a greater place, I'll say, then you're in the right environment. You're winning. You're coming out on top. So, and I thrive on it. So, and the last part of that is if I can help one to many reach their goal, my goal is for you to make an investment in the program, of course, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then also I can turn around and teach you how to recoup your investment. Then who's winning? Everybody in the entire community is winning, and that's what it's all about.
And I'm going to put the banner back up because I want the purpose of this today is to really shout out the fact that you're doing this challenge that starts on Monday. And for those of you that are just listening, we have placed up on the thing, Coach D-EMMANUEL, on Instagram at the Gift Activator. It says activate your best-selling book. It's a 5-day challenge. It starts March 14th at 2022 at 6 p.m. Eastern. You can register at www.thegiftaktivator.com/challenge. And this will also be placed in the descriptions on all the platforms that this is live streaming on currently. We have some comments coming in. Miss Kathleen Jenkins is waving at us. Hey, Kathy, always a pleasure to have you and know that you're watching in. Coach, I'm going to leave that up there for a while we talk to give us a minute so that in case you have to catch up on some things, because sometimes that happened during a live. But I want to talk to you just when you do these challenges, I know that for you are so hands-on, and I can say that based on my own experience with you, that you have made yourself so available to me, and you made it a point to make sure that I stayed on track and everything. And I hear you talking about community. I think it's going to be really amazing that the other writers are going to have other writers to pull from. And because I was just pulling from you, and I think it would have been nice for me to have some additional support that never not necessarily was my accountability, but was just someone else that was writing along in the process with me. So I think that's an amazing part of your challenge. And I was reading some of the things that you were talking about that you were going to do during the challenge. And I did want to mention that here today, that one of the things you talked about, finding your target audience. Why is it important for writers that's going to look for a best-selling book to find their target audience?
Hmm. Well, you know what? Look, to find out all those points, you got to come to the challenge. But
Okay.
no. But you know what? The biggest thing I hear people say is, a lot of people think I'm writing to I'm writing to everybody. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we even center our some folks even center their business around everybody. And my whole objection to people is that no business that is successful is focused on serving everybody. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you instantly have to look at this book, okay, as this is your business you're putting out there. You're putting out your message to the world, your core beliefs, your values to the world, your system, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your mine's is the gift activator, okay. So I'm talking about gift activation. You're talking about the tapped in method. So it's you're really trying to find out what your message is to the world. So when you think about the target audience, you want to think about that specific person, a group of persons you're looking for. Okay, some people are
Mm-hmm.
writing books to moms, to single moms. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and or they're writing to the stay at home. Okay, or maybe they're writing to the black stay at home mom between at this age to that age. You want to be so specific in what you're doing because, as the saying goes, there's riches in niches, but
Mm-hmm.
there's even more riches in sub niches. Okay, really figuring out what people want to hear from you. And so I think it's powerful when people can look at your book and really identify that you're speaking to them. If you can do that, if you can make that message concrete, you're gonna tap into a market that really can hear your voice. And what you're gonna see is not only did you get a customer to buy from you one time, but you have created a lifetime customers, and you've created a community around the work you do. Last example, think about some of the books that you've read. I always use Rich Dad Poor Dad. I
Mm-hmm.
read it at 15 for the first time, okay, and I've read it several times since then, and I read it occasionally now. So it was the first book that ever struck my attention, and I read it in 3 days at age 15. It was my first big boy book. And from that book, he has spun off so many different books in that series. I think he's up to about 16, 17, somewhere around there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so my point is that when he put out that book, he created a community, and that was back in the 90s, right? And
Mm-hmm.
the work is still moving until this day. So that's what you want to do. And you can do that same thing too. I want people to know that they can create this same work. So write it. If you write the book, if you write the book right the first time, my coach always says it'll last for you a lifetime,
You
or
know,
it'll work for you a lifetime.
and for those who don't know, I'm going to show this right now. My book, my book came out on March 10th. The hard copy and the Kindle all came out, and at that time, I became an Amazon best-selling author, and that's definitely because of what Coach D-EMMANUEL did to support me and help me move in that right direction. So please go
Yes.
to my website, brendadasolutions.com, and get your giveaway, and you can see the information about that as well. But I want you to know this man is the real deal. He brings the goods. So if you are interested in having that happen for you, then
Thank
like it says here, then you need to be there on March 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern to activate your best-selling book. And again, you can register by going to www.thegiftactivator.com/challenge. You know, Coach, I'm reading here some of the things that people will
you.
get out of attending your event. And it says that throughout the 5-day
Yes.
challenge, you'll learn how to find your target audience, to produce content quickly, use research to create a winning niche. You're going to create a winning outline that activates your best-selling book. And it says, you know, the book is in your court. Let's activate the winning shot. And I'm excited about that because for those of you that are sitting on the fence, you say, you know what? I know I have a story to tell. How do I get it out? Well, here's your chance. The gift activator himself has put on this challenge so that you can finally get off the benches and get that book that you've always been waiting to release out and about. Coach, one of the things I've learned over the past 2 years was that everybody needs a coach, no matter what it is. I now have a relationship coach, I got the book coach. I have my own mental wellness coach, my physical fitness coach, my personal trainer. And people say, what and what? And what I have found from that is that I spent so much time in my life doing things the hard way, when face it, you don't have to. That's why there's people like you that will help you, whatever it is you need to do, that can help you get there. It'll save you time. It actually will save you money, because the truth is, had I not had you, I would have been spinning my wheels, because that's what I had done. My book had been produced, again, because of an amazing book coach. Pastor Mercy Miles Jenkins started the process with me with my first book. But after that, I just didn't listen. I was hard-headed. And I was blessed to come across you. And the truth is, sometimes when you don't listen, you make mistakes, you make missteps, and you spend a lot of unnecessary time doing something that, had you just listened and followed directions, you could have saved yourself a lot of hassle, which is why I think it's really important for people to hire coaches that know what they're doing and can produce results. And the good part for me is I know you to be that person. So I'm excited to support you and to promote your upcoming challenge. And I'm excited again that you're not only doing one-on-one still, but that you're also making yourself available so that you can do more than, my four no more, but that you can actually reach many people at a time, so they can be able to release the stories that are within them. Why do you think people's telling their stories is so important, Coach? There's a delay.
Well, I think, well, first of all, I believe that every one of us has a story that we're supposed to tell. And it's really one of those things, until you tell that story, it's kind of like this burden that you carry until that story comes out of you, until that story like really comes into fruition. Okay. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, there's a slight delay, but you're fine, Coach. Go ahead. Can you hear me now?
Okay. All right. And so until you get this story out of you, there's this burden. So, so I truly believe that each of us, and what I teach that every person, has that they should teach exactly what's inside of them. Okay. My story started years ago in like 25 years ago. And, I just never actually stopped to take the time to write it. And that's what most people do. They get nervous of the process. Okay. And you don't have to be nervous of the process, because the words that you speak, they're already living there. And really, what's important is for you to go ahead and commit to, and that's what activation is commit to saying, I'm going to actually get this out of me. I'm going to take some time. I'm going to get the right coach. Okay. I'm going to get the right coach whose voice resonates with me. And I'm going to go through the process to write the book and publish the book and market it and really build my concept around it.
Mm-hmm. I'm taking the delay because your mouth was still moving, but the words were not coming out. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss something you're saying, Coach, because we do have a rather large delay, it appears. But I also wanted to mention something else, because you said something that struck with me, was this. You said getting the right coach. And so I want to take a step away from your challenge to talk about something else that you're doing, and that is the leadership launch. I was excited to see that you're doing a leadership launch at 6 a.m. on Mondays through Fridays. And I hope you'll take the time to talk about that as well, because I think people need to know that you are not a one-trick pony. There are lots of things that you do to support people outside of writing a book. Because maybe there's some people watching today say, Coach D, I don't want to write a book, but you know what? I do need help in leadership. I do need help being a better man, a better woman, a better person. Could you speak to that, Coach? Because I know it's all about mindset.
Yes. So thank you.
Part of the book.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
Hold on. We're going to take a pause. Coach chance to let this delay here. We're going to put up the banner while we switch him out to another camera. But that's the beauty of lives, is that you shift as you need to. Want to try this one, Coach, and see if that's better? Okay. Can you see that, Coach? Have you made the shift? We are taking time right now due to a technical difficulty, and we're going to see which one shows up better, because that's what we do here. But while we're making these switches, please note I have on the screen right now Coach D-EMMANUEL, and I'm going to take you out there and leave you there. The Gift Activator, activate your best-selling book on the 5-day challenge that starts March the 14th, 2022 at 6 p.m. Eastern. You can register by going to www.thegiftactivator.com/challenge. Let's see if we got a Coach back here now. Let's try this again. Okay. Coach, let's see. Can I hear you now? You're on mute. But we are trying to get our technical difficulties worked out. That's the beauty of live. You just roll with it. You're on mute, Coach, on the one, and you want me to bring you back to the other screen? I can do that. Let's see what we do. We'll put you up 3 times, Coach. Let's see what we got here. We'll put you up 3 by 3 and see what we can get in here. Add you to the stream again. How's that one, Coach? Which one you want? That one or you want that one? Pick one. Whichever one you come on, I'm going to pull the other one off.
All right.
I can hear you now. Sir, I got you. Look at this. See, you know what I love about the way we can do the switch up? Because we want to hear about that coaching that you're doing, because it is so vital for people to understand that oftentimes coaches don't just do one thing.
Yes, indeed. Well, the leadership launch is so funny. Even hear you like mention it. So you're the first person to give me a shout out on.
You know, I do my research. I do my research.
Yes, I actually, I've been doing that off and on, and I said, you know what, I need to get serious with this, and so I need to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted it late last night. And so it just feels really good to hear you mention. So thank you. But so the leadership launch is really about the whole mindset. So most times I work with people and I find out that it's the mindset that and even for myself, it's this continual mindset work that we need as leaders to be confident, to move forward, and to activate our gifts and really work in what we're called to do. So what we're doing is we're meeting every morning, Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so there's so many social media platforms now. So what I did is I went ahead and put together where you can text me the information, and it's on that flyer. You can text me and we can post in the link there. Just text lead to the I have listed, and basically get notifications of when we go live, okay, for that call. And so I'm doing that on Facebook, Wisdom, and on Clubhouse. And so when I can get all of my gadgets together, I may come on Instagram too. So I can't wait till they create a system where it's easy. And so in the morning time, I'm just really challenged to think about, what it is as a leader. For instance, I thought I was leading in different places within my this is geared around life, business, and may work in these 3 different. Of course, you have a life, you have a business, and you also may have a ministry, or so, and they're all either really a life or business, the way I see it. But so I want you to be that total person. And so the reason why I did this is, first of all, I came across clients that needed it. But for myself in my life, I was taking on positions that I was not mentally prepared for or spiritually prepared for. Okay. And I thought I was leading by just telling people 1, 2, 3. Or not telling people something, and I was there physically, but I wasn't giving clear instructions. And so what we learn is that leaders can't lead from the back. Okay, they have to lead from the front. And so that means either you're up front physically, okay, or if you're in the back, it's because you gave directions beforehand, or you went ahead and you saw what's going to take place. You worked out what could go wrong and what could go right. Put the people on a path for success. It makes sense. So the leader has to be the one to say, look, I'm going to be there early. I'm going to be there late. I'll do what it takes so everybody else can get to the other side.
I got you. And how has that helped you with what you're doing, even with the books? Could you hear me, Coach? Coach, have I lost you? Hello?
I had
Just a little bit. Hold on one second, you guys.
Well,
Again,
you
we
probably
have
could hear me if I. No, it's helped me a lot.
In what ways? Could you tell us in what ways it's helped you? Hello, Coach. This is a good part again. We are dealing with just a slight technical difficulty, but we're going to get this worked out. You guys give us a few more seconds because I think it's important that you guys hear what Coach is doing with this leadership stuff. It is so cool. And I think it's just an opportunity for him to share with you the things that he does outside of the book launch, which is Coach. We're giving it a second here. Can you hear me? I lost you again. I can't hear you. Give Coach a minute. Let's see if we're adding to the string this way. Coach, I can see you one other way there. We'll go back to the other one. The other one I lost total picture. I have you in the picture, but it is muted. So we're going to go back to letting you guys see his stream until we give Coach a minute to come back. So I will tell you about, once again, his Activate Your Best-Selling book. 5-day challenge starts on March 14th at 6 p.m. You can register by going to www.thegiftactivator.com/challenge. And we're going to try this one more time. But before we do, you guys, let's see if I can get Coach in here. Coach, let's see. You want to try this one or the other one? Okay. We're going to add you to the stream. There we go.
We should be better now.
About your launch. There you go. So people can see that is the information about the leadership launch. It is at 6 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and you can text LEAD to 502-289-6648 for updates and meeting notifications. Again, you can text LEAD, L-E-A-D, to 502-289-6648 for updates and meeting notifications. We want to make sure that Coach gets his props because he does do so many things, and it's important that we get the word out. Coach, I do my research, and I don't care how late you did it. I always check just before we because people have things that need to be announced, and I like to make sure people know what's going on with my guests, because when you have the time to shine a spotlight on someone that's making an impact like you do, you need to make sure you shine a light on everything that they're doing. And you do a lot more than what has been spoken about today. So is there anything else you'd like to share with the audience before we go, Coach? We got the challenge coming up on Monday. We have the leadership launch that is Monday through Friday. What else you got going on, Coach?
Yes. Well, it's just, I'll say more in the works, but this challenge is important to me. It's precious to me. It's important to me because I do get to cast my net, so to speak, and I'm excited about the results that have come through. And this is a $997 value, okay, $1,000 value, you can say, and basically my company is eating the cost on that, and I'm doing that for a reason because I do believe sometimes people, they know that they have a story, they just don't know where to start. And so I wanted to create a space where they could they could get a filler for how I am as a coach and how I teach, but then truly start to unguard. But it does take discipline to say, I'm going to commit to this process to be successful. And Brenda, you can attest to this. going through the process can be a little challenging, right? But then once you get to that, you get that bestseller status, and you see your name on the chart, and and then not one time. And I think yours was probably just, I mean, not probably, yours was so exciting to me because it just kept happening. It was like, okay, I think, I didn't have really any limited expectations, but when it's like, okay, we got one, and then you got two, I'm like, okay, yeah, thank you, God. Okay, we got it. And then three, and then four, then you write me in the morning, and you're like, I got another one. I'm like, oh my gosh. And so it's just very exciting. And what that does for you, no matter who you are or what level you are in your business, it gives you this type of excitement that nobody can ever take away from you. Because think about it now, guess what? The next awards you get is going to be from major corporations. It's going to be from major institutions that are going to recognize you. And all that's going to do is increase your value in the marketplace and cause people to reach out to you. So you went from someone nobody knew, okay, not the big arena didn't know you. You put your name in the hat and you worked hard. Now you're getting recognized through Amazon. People can find you there now. And it just keeps increasing. So I want to welcome people to this challenge and say, look, don't be scared. Don't have no inhibition. Don't have no reservations or anything. Just do it. Just click the link and just do it and commit for the entire.
Now, Coach, we're not going to gloss over this because I don't know if you saw me blink like 3 times when you said this. You used the term $9.97 value, and I just lost Coach here. But what I was going to ask him, it just appears that Coach just said this challenge is free. And I'm going here right now because I'm looking to see, because if this is a free challenge, you guys better get your butts over there and sign up for this thing. Because when I say this man is no joke and he is handling his, he is making sure that you have access to him to get this. And I'm looking, oh my goodness, you guys, there is no excuse. Go sign up for this challenge today so that you can get some input in on how. And I want you to go and get the information you need. And like it says here on Coach's site here, in this 5 days challenge, he's going to find your help you find your target audience. He's going to help you produce content quickly. He's going to show you how to research to create a winning niche. And he's going to create a winning outline that activates your best-selling book. Come on, y'all. You know, nowadays people are charging thousands and thousands of dollars for this. You need to go check out this challenge, and I'm going to put it up there again. The challenge is Activate Your Best-Selling Book. It is a 5-day challenge. It starts March 14th, 2022 at 6 p.m. Eastern. All you have to do is register at thegiftactivator.com. I see Coach came back. It is register at thegiftactivator.com/challenge. And I'm going to bring Coach back in just so for clarification, because I thought I might have bumped my head. And if I did, I want to get it right before he goes. Coach, help a sister out, because I don't like to be making missteps, especially not around people's money. But did I misunderstand you when you said this is a $9.97 value, but you're giving a complimentary 5-day course?
Look, my company is eating the cost. Eating the cost. You don't have to pay a thing.
Look, people. Look, before I was there, because I know how much it costs to work for Coach. So that's why I was pussyfooting around this, because I'm like going, I hope y'all can afford. Y'all better get up there, call your friend, call your mama, call your frenemy, call your enemy. If this is a course you do not want to miss, when a company is eating the cost, and they're giving you this level of excellence and this value, don't miss it, because I don't want to hear not one of y'all that follow me talk about, Miss Brenda, I want to write a book. Miss girl, boy, baby. Look, y'all better get up in there. 6 p.m. Monday, 5 days, a challenge with the Gift Activator. Okay. Some folks, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, Coach. Look, you see, I'm stuttering now because, I had no idea that this was a free event. Oh, come on now, y'all. Sometimes There are things, and I have to say
Yeah.
this because I want y'all to understand the value of what is about to happen next week. Had I known this, we'd have started this conversation off a whole lot differently, because I want y'all to know it was a free challenge that changed my life. Pastor Mercy Miles Jenkins' company did what this man is doing for you guys, for me, over a year or so ago. And when she did that, I was able to create my very first book, Soul Searching. And see, what happened was, and look, tell the truth and shame the devil. I did not do what Pastor Mercy Miles Jenkins told me to do. So my first book, I didn't get bestseller status because it was free, and I bumped my head because I didn't value what was given to me. Then I ended up having to pay somebody to do what she was going to do for me for free, but I got my bestseller, y'all. So now I have it. I'm telling y'all this because when people take the time to sow into your life and they are putting a level of excellence, and let me tell you right now, this woman right here did this for free. You can't even talk to her for less than $10,000 now. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because she produced so many people. Coach, I'm telling y'all better quit tripping. If you have not done anything for yourself this year, this week, today, on this Face It Friday, face it. Coach D-EMMANUEL just said, I am about to unleash my gift so that you can release your gift, and it ain't going to cost you a dime. It's going to cost you some time. It's going to cost you a mindset shift to say that although this man is putting his time in here, his time at no cost to me, it's costing him something. His company is going to absorb the cost of what it would normally cost for you to be trained so that you can activate your gift and release your book. Do not leave this on the table. There is somebody out here that's sitting on the fence, or somebody out here that's been waiting for an opportunity to get their message out. Turn your mess or your missing into a message. This is the man that's going to help you do it. Do not sleep on this, people. I'm telling you, because I know the level of excellence that he puts out. I know that he doesn't half do things. And when God has laid it upon his heart to do something like this, y'all better take advantage of that. Okay, I'm off my soapbox, Coach. I'm excited for people having an opportunity to do this. I just am. Because I know what it really means. Somebody's life is going to be changed. It may not be your life out there that's looking at me now, but there's somebody out there. You know who you are. You better get on here and register right now. www.thegiftactivator.com. Let me put the thing back up. I don't want you to miss this. Whoever you are, you know you've been waiting for an opportunity. You didn't know how you was going to do it. You didn't know the process. You didn't understand how to make it happen. Well, here is your how. Here is your who. Here is your when. Come on, let's do it. You can do this. Activate your best-selling book. The 5-day challenge starts March 14th. All you have to do is go register at thegiftactivator.com/challenge and change your life. Coach D, I am so glad you came on this show today. You have made my day in ways you do not understand. Because, and I'm not going to cry, but I'm telling you, I'm full right now. Because there are so many people charging folks to do exactly what you're doing right here when you're giving this challenge. And they're not even getting the results. And I know what's possible if people would just get off their lazy behinds. I'm saying it because I'm incensed about so many people not being able to do. They're letting money be a barrier. But you've removed the barrier. So now it's about them taking hold of the opportunity, because here's the way out of no way to get to the next level. And I applaud you for this, sir. I honor you. May God bless you 1,000-fold for what you're about to do for the people that are willing to take the challenge. And here's the best part. I want to encourage you just in case this happens. When Pastor Mercy gave us this opportunity, I think it was only maybe 10 of us that showed up. But she said anybody that showed up. But there was only 10. And I don't know how many of us completed, but I can tell you it wasn't all of us. Because everybody didn't take the call. But there may be one person that takes the call and it's going to change it. Because that lady changed my life. And then she sowed the seed that you watered. This is legacy, Coach D. See, she planted. She watered me a little bit. But then you came back and you pretty much drowned that water. You put it. I'm just watching. Everybody I touch. Every soul that gets saved, every soul that lives get changed is because of what Pastor Mercy did, because of what you did. It's a ripple effect. And I thank God for both of y'all having entered my life at the times that y'all did. I no longer take lightly when somebody take the time to do something, free, paid, or otherwise, for me, because I understand the value. I understand the foundation that's being created. So I honor you, sir, for this, because I know what it takes for you to take away from your family to do this for people. I also know what it takes for you, because you don't do anything halfway. So I thank you and I honor you for that. And I just have, do you have anything you'd like to say to the audience? Because I can go on about this. I'm just so full right now. Go ahead. I'm through.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you are a coach, consultant, or you're someone who is like, I know I want to be in business. I know I want to be a coach. I want to be a consultant, in some shape, form, or fashion. Are you an entrepreneur? Take the challenge. Take the challenge. Get started. Don't think yourself out of an opportunity. As Brenda just said, don't think yourself out of an opportunity. The value in this process, it's free to publish a book on Amazon. It is. But what's not free, or what's not available to you, is that help in the process of creating a book that's going to be a part of your legacy. You want to write something that when you look back 20 years later or 10 years later, you can say, I did that thing. I put it together in a great way. And these are the folks that went through that journey with me. So I look forward to working with you. I look forward to helping you through this process. And I look forward to helping you activate your best-selling book. We're going to help you in this challenge. Just remember, we're going to help you do a majority of the pre-work that goes into it. And that's what we're focused on. Okay. And at the end, we'll talk about an opportunity where I can actually help you write and publish the book, and become a #1 selling author. So that's all I have today. I will see you all in the challenge. Thank you so much for this opportunity, Brenda.
Thank you, Coach, for coming. I appreciate you for coming. Just as a wind up, we're going to just remind you, if you want to go to his leadership launch, that's Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Text LEAD, LEAD, to 502-289-6648 for updates and meeting notification. Or you can go to, oops, let me go back and take that one off. You can go to the Activate Your Best-Selling Book Challenge, a 5-day challenge that you ain't got nothing to do but show up and do the work on March 14th, 6 p.m. Eastern. Go to thegiftactivator.com/challenge. Coach, again, thank you for coming on today. Thank you for allowing me to share the information about what you're doing. I look forward to supporting you in the future. And thank you for all you've done to help me live my best life and become the best version of myself, as you also helped me become a best-selling author on Amazon. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the choices you make today will be the reality you live tomorrow. And I'm praying that you guys will choose wisely. Be blessed, everyone.